Gde ste, ekipo? Dobrodošli u moj 8. video u mesecu decembru i to ne bilo kakav video. Spremio sam vam jedan dragulj koji čuvam u kompjuteru već 5 meseci, bavio sam se montažom tog snimka proteklih 6, 7, 8 sati, više ne znam ni sam, a poenta cele priče je da vidite šta to može da se desi, dokle to može da vas dovede neki nesporazum, kada se nalazite u stranoj zemlji, pukne vam karter u nekoj nedođiji, namesti se da je to destinacija sa najvećom populacijom medveda u Evropi, ponudi vam se neki dasa od 140 kila i 2,10 da vam pomogne i onda to sve ispadne potpuno drugačije od onoga što ste zamislili. To je upravo ono što ćete imati prilike da vidite u narednih 20 minuta. Za vas koji niste znali, ja sam u julu mesecu u saradnji sa Febijem, naravno, proputovao dobar deo Evrope, prošli smo nekih 12 zemalja za 12 dana, skoro 7000 km i ovo je samo deo materijala koji sam montirao za vas, a neke još zanimljivije trenutke ću montirati, još uvek tačnije montiram i do kraja ovog meseca ću vam takođe pustiti. Nadam se da ćete uživati u ovom videu, u ovoj laganoj nedeljnoj večeri i ono što nikako ne smete zaboraviti, to je like, share i subscribe. Idemo na video, uživajte.
I will probably just make some kind of announcement, 30 seconds, 40 seconds on Serbian, so people will know what we were talking about. Then I will ask you guys about your experience in Bulgaria. Gde ste, ekipo? Evo nas, gde smo? U?
Zrmanje, Slapovi Zrmanje.
Slapovi Zrmanje. Slapovi Zrmanje u Hrvatskoj, 11. dan putovanja, napravili smo oko 5000 km. Grozdan i ja smo ovde skupili jednu vrlo zanimljivu ekipu koja je imala jedno takvo iskustvo da to verovatno ni film ne može da dočara. Dakle, zbog jednog potpuno naivnog nesporazuma ljudima je verovatno život postao kraći za bar jedno 10 godina. Ja mislim, imali su incident sa bratom Bugarinom koji je visok 2,10 i koji ima nekih 140 kila, tako da je celo to iskustvo bilo vrlo zanimljivo, a oni će vam sad te utiske preneti ovako uživo, neću ih predstavljati pojedinačno, ima nas dosta, tako da ćemo lagano da uđemo u celu ovu, nazovimo je podcast formu malo kraću i imat ćete prilike sami sve da zaključite kako je i šta bilo.
Yeah, it was in Bulgaria, and we were driving the Mazalat Adventure. It's like an off-road tour, and it was the Seat Leon with Felix and me, and the Benz with Norman. And we were just driving the off-road tour, and there were people in like pickups and off-road cars coming to us, and we're like, just don't go there. It's too dangerous. You can't do it. So the Seat and the Benz are not made for this. And
sorry, can you just tell us, it was like a 6th or 7th day of the trip?
Yeah, okay.
So all of us, we were tired.
Yeah.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Your phones were with low battery status.
Yeah, and we just drove there anyways because we just thought about having a good adventure, and so we just drove the road, and the far we got, the more people came across us and told us to not do it because it's impossible with our cars. But we did it anyways, and it was a very nice tour, very nice landscape and cool road, very hard road for our cars, but that was not the problem. And I think it was half of the road, after 30 kilometers or so, we came to a house, and the guy told us, you only have like 2 options. Just drive back the road we came, or sleep at his house, because it's not possible that we will continue that road and go further. And we decided to just ignore him and drive that road. And I think just a few kilometers later, our oil pan just broke. It was like 10 in the evening, so very dark, and we just thought about what we are gonna do next. And that was when Norman said he will sleep like an hour, and Felix and I could wait for the oil to just run out the pan. And
we collected the oil with we cut open a bottle, and they collected all the oil. Not that much got on the ground. I got in the car. I wanted to sleep like 40 minutes just to get
rest a little bit, yeah.
Sorted, and then I looked at Google Maps and found a parking lot and said, well, that's 5.7 kilometers. So I said, well, let's just tow the car, sleep there, and then in the morning we fix the car and then drive to the next checkpoint.
A rope or?
Towing
Yeah.
rope, connected the Seat to the Benz, and then I towed him like 6 kilometers through the woods.
6 kilometers of off-road, yeah.
Yeah, off-road.
Yeah.
Hard off-road.
And the off-road got worse and worse and worse. Like at one point the Benz was like with the tires in the air, so we put like stones under the tires. And,
Yeah, but you were with Mercedes, they were with Seat, so that's the big difference.
yeah, but we couldn't drive, so put stones under the tires and then pulled the Seat through. Like 500 meters after we said like, okay, we towed the Seat. Saw 2 eyes and something screamed and saw like a bear
Okay.
and just like teleported into the car, closed the windows, and then we just set the car and drove. And
Just a sec. Inače, čovjek priča o situaciji u kojoj su se našli, odnosno u momentu kada im se desilo to pucanje kartera i kada su pomoću kanapa hteli da se izvuku, odnosno da Mercedes izvuče Seata, pojavili su neke oči u mraku, to ste mogli da vidite u prevodu, pojavili su se medvedi, a kasnije saznajemo svi da je to lokacija sa vrlo verovatno najviše medveda u Evropi, tako da taj njihov strah uopšte nije bio naivan, a saznaćete sada u stvari koliko je celo to iskustvo bilo onako prilično nezgodno za njih.
So after Felix got in the car again, I think it was like 1.5, 2 hours we drove, and then we came to the civilization, like a small village in Bulgaria, and we just wanted to park there. It was like 1 in the morning, so in the middle of the night, and we just wanted to park there, sleep in the car, have some rest, and in the morning fix the oil pan and then continue. So but it didn't came as we wanted, because there was like a birthday in a little bar directly next to us, and a guy came and invited us to have some beer with them. So
He saw that you have a problem,
Yeah.
that car is not working.
yeah, exactly. He saw that the car wasn't running because of the rope, and just ran to us, helped us push the car into the parking lot, and then asked us if we wanted to have some beer with them. So after eating something, we just went there and drank some beer, and it was pretty nice because, like, I think that was a group of 6 or 7, and 3 of them were pretty good in English, so we could talk to them. And Cut.
You can join us if you want. We were talking about you and your crew. And you have cold beer in the river there.
For us.
Oh yeah, for you. Can you give me mine from the hood of the Volvo, please? Can you give me mine, yeah? Is it filming?
Okay.
If you know where you
Yeah,
can
I think so.
continue.
So we joined the group, and some of them were good in English, so we could talk to each other, and you just listened to music, had a good time, and after a few hours, they told us that one of the guys offered to us that we can sleep at his place, and then that we could sleep at his place, and in the morning we could repair it at his house because he was like a mechanic. So we decided to do that and drive to his house, and he showed us his house, where we can sleep, where anything was, and then we just sat in his living room, had some drinks, and then after, I don't know, 2 more hours, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning, we wanted to tell him that we would like to go to sleep.
In that moment, you were alone with him.
Yeah,
The rest
exactly.
of the group was.
And he wasn't able to speak English, so all we did was like talk to him with Google Translate, and Felix just typed in that we wanted to go to sleep and we don't want to be unpolite, but you know, we were tired as fuck.
Felix, can you tell us what did you type in Google Translate? So
Wrote that we're very grateful that we met him and we are happy that we can sleep at his place,
yeah,
and we don't want to be
rude or something.
rude,
Yeah.
but we have a long day. We drove a lot at the Mazalat adventure, and we are just tired and want to sleep. And then he stopped the music and got a bit nervous. And then after a couple of minutes, I gave him the phone, and he wrote in Google Translate, and the text standing there was, "I have a weapon," and we were like, "Oh, he want to rob us." We were very nervous and got a bit scared.
Just a little bit, or?
Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
We were,
Very little bit.
we
Yeah.
were cool. So I asked him what he wants, and he answered with Google Translate things, and then he starts to call people and talk to them on Bulgarian, so we didn't understand anything, and that got us nervous again, because if he called people, they maybe come, and if they want to rob us, they probably beat us up. And yeah, we thought we were in big trouble.
Okay.
Then
So in that moment, your car is on a lifter in
Yeah.
his garage. Norman's car is outside, still working because it's Mercedes. You are alone with this guy, so three of you, and Bulgarian guy with 2.10,
Who is like
Yeah.
4 people.
who is like 4 people, okay? And in that moment, he don't have a gun in front of you, or?
No, no.
no, not in that moment.
Okay.
And then he go to his closet
Yeah.
and pull something out that looks like a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like just the bag, but you could see that there was a gun like in the bag. You could see the outlines of the gun. So we are pretty sure that there was a gun inside.
And then we had the problem that the car was on the lift. We couldn't get out with the car. We thought about just running away, but what if he shoots us in our bag when we run?
That's not good.
Yeah, it were
Yeah.
not good. We started to say, hey, maybe it's a misunderstanding. Please stop calling people. Then he called someone who speaks German and gave me the phone. And I tried to explain to this person what happened. And I told this person, please tell him that I want the phone back. So I knew what he wanted to say,
Yeah.
but he didn't give us the phone back.
So the guy was pissed off,
The guy was very...
and you didn't have a clue what was going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
After 15, 30 minutes, he starts to push us around in the room. And then his friends who he called came in the room, and they probably saw that we were scared, and they helped us, so he got more angry.
Okay.
But Norman speaks Serbian, and one of the guys understand a bit of Serbian,
Yeah.
so he could explain what's going on.
So they understood what we wanted. So I told them, hey, we wanted to go to sleep. Told him, and he got angry. And they helped us to get out of the house, helped to get the car from the lift. Then the Bulgarian guy, threw a wrench on the window of the Seat, but happily it didn't break. Then he...
There is one good thing on set, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. The windows are good. So we got the car off the lift. Then they helped us to push the car out of the garage. We got a rope, put it on the Benz again, and pulled the car. One of the guys got in his car, was driving before us. We were driving behind him. He said he will drive us to the next
Repair shop, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
next mechanic, so we can fix our car there. But we didn't feel safe being there, so we were driving like 10 minutes away from the town.
Okay, I have one question. In the moment where you were alone with him in the house, you have your phones.
Yeah.
Did you have in your mind maybe we should try to call police or something like that?
I had Google Translate on my phone, so
Yeah.
I
Google Translate.
yeah, but I put it on the microphone and
Yeah.
translated that what he was trying to say to his friends.
Yeah.
And it was saying like, hey, we have a problem. There are like Germans here, and they said me something through Google Translate, and we were like thinking, okay, at this point he doesn't want something from us, so we just translated something wrong through Google Translate, and that was the only hint we had. So that was like, cool. He doesn't want to rob us.
Yeah.
There's like a big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And,
That was
and,
the-
and he was scared.
Take
Yeah,
the
and he
mic
was-
or take mine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and we weren't the only one that were scared because he was scared too,
that
but we
was-
didn't know why.
And we were like 3 people, and he was only, so he calls his friends to help him.
Yeah.
Because he
Like
was,
he's in trouble.
yeah, and yeah, but to this point we will come back later because
Yeah.
it's
The-
kind of funny. Sorry,
No, it's really
but,
funny.
Afterwards, afterwards it's very funny. In that moment, I think it wasn't funny.
back to the we were like driving with our cars like 10 minutes away from this town, got on the side of the road, pulled over. It was 6 a.m. We were like really tired. I slept in the car like in the front seat for 2 hours. They got in the car. He called some friends to just to talk, and
Clear my mind. Yeah.
yeah, and after 2 hours, we were like, okay, we have to fix the car. Got to the next mechanic, not a friend. He told us he didn't have a lift, so we go to the next shop for a car part. Got some glue. Then I said, well, let's try just to.
So you
Do
didn't
it
find
together.
another one, you just fixed the one.
We had a different oil pan.
Okay.
We have one, a spare part.
Okay.
So, but I looked at it and saw like there's no oil in there, and just cleaned it and glued it together
And
Yes.
Seat is still driving with the old
with the
oil
broken
pan.
oil pan.
Yeah,
plus
because
the glue on it.
You
The-
made
like-
2,000 kilometers.
Yeah. The point is, it's still running, so it's I think Norman repaired it pretty good. But it was like the next day at 12 o'clock, and we just had to go because we hadn't time to just leave another day, and we had to
like-
come to the checkpoint, and we decided to just repair the broken oil pan.
Gluing it together was like
Yeah.
30-minute fix, and changing the oil pan was like with no lift, like 2 hours or more.
Yeah, so now I will tell you what the problem with Google Translate was, because as I said, there was like one or like 3 people that were able to speak English. So one of them followed our page on Instagram, so I knew I could just write her and ask her what the problem was, because she was able to speak English and Bulgarian. So I just wrote her in the morning. I think it was like the moment we fixed the oil pan, and she then answered and just told me that the moment we wrote him the Bulgarian guy that we want to go to sleep, that what Google Translate told him was like that we want to sleep with him. So in that moment he got pretty aggressive, I think, because there are 3 Germans in his living room, and he gave him like the opportunities to sleep at his house. And
So if I understand good, the Bulgarian guy 2.10
yeah,
Bulgarian guy, he thought that you wanna have sex with him.
yeah, exactly, yeah,
All 3 of you.
all 3 of
And
us,
you didn't
yeah.
want sex with him.
And we didn't want sex. We just wanted to sleep because we were tired.
But not with him.
No, not with him. Just everyone on his own. Yeah, and the bigger problem, I think, was that after we thought he was going to rob us, we just tried to ask him what he wants, because we just wanted to get out of this situation, and we were like, oh, if we lose all our money or phones, whatever, it's okay, but we just don't want to get shot, because he just pulled out his gun.
Yeah.
And then we asked him what he wants, if he wants our money or something, and for him it was like we already asked him for sex, and then we asked him if he wants money. So he definitely thought we wanted to have sex with him, and we definitely thought that he was gonna rob us. So it was for both sides. It was a bad situation.
And the thing was, he was like really drunk.
Okay.
He wasn't like really there. He like drank like 2 liters of beer and a lot
That's
of
2 liters of beer is nothing for a
yeah,
Bulgaria
but
guy.
like a bottle of rakia.
That's something.
Yeah, and he wasn't like with his mind there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
he was really a kind guy. It was like a really big misunderstanding.
Did you have contact with him after all of this?
No.
No,
We just I just talked to his friend, or I just talked to that girl that was able to speak English. I don't know what he said after it, but
After the event?
after the event, but yeah.
No sex event.
No sex event, not even sex. After all that, not even sex. No, but no, I think she told him what the misunderstanding was, but
I think he don't trust you.
no.
Sure. So first he was thinking you are offering sex to him,
Yes,
and then he was thinking that you are offering money,
to have sex with
To
him.
have
Yeah,
sex with him.
yeah, exactly.
and
We just don't want it to die.
sex was also option.
No, sex was never an option.
Okay, but the really important question I think is, what if he said yes?
Oh, that would have been such a huge problem
For him or for
for us, I think, because if he would have said yes, that would have been a sign for us that he wanted to have sex. We didn't want to have sex with him, so I think that would have gone pretty bad if he has a weapon and is trying to have sex with us,
And he's 2.0.
and he's like 3 of us. So yeah, that would have been bad.
So do you have any kind of message for my followers
Never use Google Translate
in Bulgaria?
in Bulgaria, or just like no, never use Google Translate.
Zvesta čuli.
But we managed to get out there alive, and in the end it was just a misunderstanding, and that guy was so nice.
this guy didn't have much stuff, and he like gave everything he had, like all he has to eat in his home, just to be nice to us. And really, he was a nice guy. Gave everything he had to us, and yeah. So yeah.
Now it's too late. If you want to say nice things about this guy, it's too late. Maybe you should try. Maybe he will see this because he's Bulgarian. He can understand a lot of Serbian.
He gave us his whiskey that he probably burned himself, and it was very tasty, and it's probably the best drinking that he had, and he was like, here, you have to try it.
Yeah.
So he was very kind.
Okay, maybe we should sit in our cars now and drive straight to Bulgaria and find this guy.